Yes, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have re-signed wide receiver Mike Evans. It's 2 years, $52 million.
Okay.
$35 million guaranteed.
Good grief.
So, there were talks at the Combine that the Patriots were interested in Baker Mayfield, and if that was the case, they could move on from the number 3 overall pick. If he's coming back for $35 million guaranteed, Kyle Trask is not going to be throwing them the footballs, and I don't think Baker Mayfield's coming to New England.
No. Evans is not going back to Tampa unless he's been given a guarantee that Mayfield's going to join him. Evans isn't re-signing for a quarterback to be named later.
Gotcha.
I could not agree with Joe Moore on this. So Mayfield, as much as I'm sure the Patriots might be interested in him, although that was pretty much shot down by Jeff Howe and Mark Daniels and Karen Garigian last night, now I don't think there's any way he comes here now.
I mean, I've never been opposed to the idea of finding a veteran quarterback and, you got to pay him so much money. Yeah, starting quarterbacks in the NFL make a ton of money, especially ones that have established that they can play the position. Now, is Baker Mayfield absolutely that guy?
It's a huge risk for
he can,
a guy like
he can
that.
play the position. I don't know that he's going to go out there and win you a ton of games on his own. You know, you could say the same thing for Kirk Cousins and other veteran quarterbacks that, have been, thrown about in this offseason. But I've never really been opposed to the idea of getting one of those guys and then using the 3rd overall pick on a receiver, on a Harrison. I mean, there's more than one way of doing it. And yes, it is obvious that you need a quarterback. So selecting a quarterback at 3 makes perfect sense, except for the fact that you have no idea if that quarterback is going to be able to play in the NFL. And you know that the other guys who are out there, the veterans, the couple that might be available now, one less probably, with Baker Mayfield almost certainly going to stay in Tampa, but they can play. That's the thing with Mac Jones. At first you thought he could play. Now there's plenty of reason to question whether or not he can actually play the position in the NFL, even as a backup.